Hey guys, and welcome back to Hyroero's Dark Souls live playthrough. In this part, we're going to be tackling Seath the Scaleless, hopefully. In the last part, I failed quite miserably trying to rush my way to him. At least to the boss fight, but yeah, no, that failed. So hopefully I can do a better job this time. So we're just going to head down, take this guy out. Sweet. The colour actually seems to change really like a lot going inside and outside. It's kind of weird. I guess it's like your eyes adjusting to the different light, or at least that's what it looks like to me. So I'm gonna try and rush through again. Didn't learn my lesson last time, so we'll see if I can get through. Can't really be bothered fighting these guys because they just take a little while and they're a bit boring. But if you wanted to be safe, which is probably a good idea, it'd probably be best just to take them out. Especially the ones down here like this, where it's quite easy to get pushed off the edge, or the camera to go wrong, and you're not to be able to see where you're going. So far so good. Let's see if I can make it past the guy I died to last time. Keep forgetting how far the flip ring really makes you travel when you roll. It's pretty ridiculous. There's my bloodstain you can see over there where I got pummeled into the ground by this crystal golem because I forgot to put my shield on and I was using the scythe two-handed. Anyway, it wasn't great. So it's a lot better with the shield. Regardless, I'm just going to run along here. And hopefully through here. And then turn around. And miss all of those crystal lizards. Not ideal, but that's alright. We actually needed to come this way anyway. So, it's a little bit scary walking along this stuff. Whoops. Didn't mean to chuck that Estus. So there, got a little bit freaked out. Wasn't quite sure if I was standing in the right spot. It's decently easy to fall off there if you rush. Better to take your time. Alright, so we're going to get faced with potentially a new enemy unless you've gone to the Great Hollow earlier. But these clam guys, they hit for a lot. They're really weird. Looks like they're wearing sort of like high heels or something. I'm going to just test pyromancy and see how much that does. Yeah, it's decent. Good luck, we can probably hit both of them. Oh dear. Yeah, okay, don't want to do that. Forgot about that one. Alright, so I'm going to try and get both of them to attack and then I'm going to heal. Worked out alright. Don't know how I managed to hit two then. As you can see, yeah, they do a lot of damage. So make sure you have a shield with some nice stability for those guys. Also, you can't really see if they've dropped loot unless you walk like right inside them. Also a nice touch with like the human skulls. See, this guy's got something there. Twinkling Titanite. Pretty creepy enemy. Some fantastic design going on in this game. So I'm going to try using the scythe on him and see how that goes. Does have a lot of poke, which is nice. And now I've aggroed like a bajillion guys. Fantastic. Whoa. Alright. Let's roll out a bit. Might need a double chug there. Can't actually see what's going on at all. See if I can get my bearings a bit. So yeah, super sloppy play. You want to really aggro these guys one at a time. That's really annoying. Those crystals coming out of the wall sort of block your movement. I think there's even... Let me just check. Is there one more down there, or is this all of them? I think this is all of them. Alright, let's see who's got the lowest health. That one on the right. Wow, this is just horrible. Alright, there's an opportunity to attack. And get hit, apparently, as well. I'm gonna need these Estes for the boss fight. Don't want to be using them all on the clams. Oh dear. Well, we'll see what happens. Apparently, when I got knocked into the air just then, my guy did, like, the air downwards attack. Which left me just sort of sitting there, which is great. Use some more Estes. I don't think I've had this much trouble with these guys ever. Believe it or not. Probably not. So we're just going to stagger that guy. Pyromancy seems to be working out a lot better than using a weapon. If you're hitting them with a Zweihander or something like that, they're just going to get really staggered, so it's going to be a lot easier. Because they sort of like, every time you hit them, they're going to get knocked back and they're not going to attack you during it. Like with the Scythe. Same idea from the Pyromancy. Do have a lot of humanity I can use for healing, so... And I get some Twinkling Titanite, which is nice. Alright, so running down here. I don't know whether to use that last Estes there or not. Use another Estes, rather. That's alright. Running through here is going to trigger a cutscene and then the boss fight, so you're going to want to buff up or heal up before you head into this room. I was hoping to find someone to summon, actually, for this. And we might just watch the cutscene. Here comes Seath. Looking pretty cool. And creepy. Alright. So if you have curse resistance gear, this is probably now the time to use it, since most of this guy's attacks are going to inflict curse. Well, all his spell ones are. He does have some melee attacks as well. So, as far as attacking him goes, ranged is a lot easier than melee. But with melee, you can, just gonna avoid those. You can cut off the tip of that tail you can see on the back, which nets you a nice weapon. The Moonlight Greatsword, good for mages and stuff like that. And, yeah, you can hit the tails and stuff like that. Just take it out. Alright, so I'm going to sort of work my way around and figure out what I want to do. I do have a crossbow, but I'm not sure how much damage that's going to actually end up doing to it. As long as you block, should be alright. Alright, let's see if we can check out the crossbow. Oh god, where is it? Can't see what's going on. I haven't seen the curse bar building up yet, which is weird. Because I was under the impression this guy did do curse for most of his stuff. Alright. So that does absolutely bugger all damage. Ah, there we go. There's the curse meter building up. 57 with those shots, and yeah, that's not really enough. So we're gonna break lock on actually, just sort of try and hit him in the tail there. If you get too close, like around the back to his tails, he does do like a sweeping attack with them. which she's probably going to do. Whoop, looks like he's going for a melee. That's alright. Hit his foot again. Well, this seems to be working out for us so far. Just keep an eye on him to see what he's doing, since he telegraphs most of his attacks. Or all of his attacks, really obviously. Oof. Alright, so that hit for a lot more than I wanted. Let's see if we can get this two-handed. Unfortunately, I only landed one hit there. So far the strategy seems to be working out for him. Never actually fought him like this before. I normally just go ranged on him. Or like cut off the back tail. As long as I don't get too close, it doesn't seem like he's going to do his sweeping tail attack. That's probably too close. Yeah. Time to heal. Alright, let's see if we can do this. No more Estus is left. Sorry if I'm not talking much, so I'm really trying to concentrate on the fight. One of the downsides of live commentary, unfortunately. Don't always have something interesting to say. Alright, so far so good. And he's done. So that was pretty easy. I'd highly recommend doing what I just did then for fighting him, to be honest. That seemed to work out quite well. So that's our first Lord Soul, I think, actually. And a little bit of humanity. I forgot to mention, but it's a really important part of this fight, actually. I can't believe I missed it. But at the very start of the fight, you're going to be placed like sort of here, and there's a crystal behind you. You're going to actually have to attack it, break it, before you can hurt Seath. Otherwise, he just regenerates his life. He can break it with his own attacks as well, which is what happened, I think, just before. But so if you like sit around in front of it, wait for him to do a ranged attack, and then run around to the side, when he hits it and breaks it, he sort of like writhes around, looks like in agony, I guess, for a little while, which will let you get a few hits off, which is really useful if you're going to try and cut off his tail and get the Moonlight Greatsword, because he doesn't stay still for long, especially if you're behind him normally in the fight. So it's an easy way to cut it off if you can do enough damage to it quickly, especially if you bring someone along. Most people always try and help you out getting the tail, which is nice. So we're just going to light this bonfire and spend some souls on leveling up. And we'll bump up our vitality a bit. And our endurance. There we go. Fantastic. That's made us a little bit more tankier, which will make the rest a bit easier. Thanks for tuning in, guys, with this video. In the next video, I'm not sure yet what I'm going to be taking on. It's either going to be working towards the Four Kings, or you know what? I don't know. I could do the Tomb of the Giants with Nito, or the Bed of Chaos. So, if any of you guys have a preference on what you want me to do in the next video, probably the Four Kings would be the easiest for next. But if you want to see something first, just post in the comments and I'll see what I can do. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope I haven't been too boring. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.